I have a question for you. In your practice, what strategies you use for volume-based feeding?
Yes, Eileen, it's a very relevant question, I can say, because volume based feeding is the only solution for catching up or replacing whatever is the interruption phase. Because in ICU, as we all know, because of somehow or other, something is going on, some tracheostomy, some CT, which I've already discussed in my previous discussion also. So we need to compensate the deficit part. Here, this calorie dense formula plays a very, very important role because in a lesser volume, we can give a higher amount of protein and calorie. But in few cases who are really volume restricted, there we need to talk to the consultant or an ICU registrar or an intensivist, just if possible, because fluid part we cannot take a call, doctors have to take the call and they can only decide on the fluid part. So if some amount of fluid can be increased for that particular patient, so that we can use little bit of extra supplement can be given, and that patient, because apparently we can see that that patient is in a requirement of high protein and high calorie, which cannot be met properly with that much of minimal volume. So in consultation, because our practice is a multidisciplinary team approach, what we always discuss, so it has to be some intensivists call, so that they can share the amount, if at all the fluid can be increased, so we can little bit add little bit of supplement, and we can increase the calorie and the protein, and that way we can compensate the requirement which is being lost during the interruptions for a 24 hours stay in the ICU, because we cannot lose out on nutrition, as almost all ICU patients are malnourished, so we need to look into the factor.